Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the time. Today, I'd like to present my second paper with the title Design of Multicriteria Decision-Making Tools for IT Project Selection, a case from software house company. The author of this research is Rajinda P. Susanto, Wawan Tripiawan, and Irfan Darmawan from School of Industrial Engineering, Telkom University. This is our presentation outline. First, introduction, method, result and discussion, and the last one is conclusion. Introduction. The growth of information technology leads to significance of using IT as an enabler to help improve business process from organization. The development of IT has brought change into the business environment in the organization. In example, it can enhance the customer service, reduce distribution costs, etc. Due to many advantages can be obtained through the implementation of IT, many organizations sense the pressure to leverage their investment toward information system. Selecting the optimal portfolio of IT projects is becoming increasingly important as the dependency on IT for organizational performance increases. The process of project selection is not easy because there is a lot of criteria that must be taken into consideration. Besides, there are many issues such as too many projects, aligning business strategy and project, and poor coordination between project and the last one, and the resistance from the organization. In software company, usually there are two types of project that is occur during the business, which is the internal project that can help the company to gain advantage, and the external project, which is the main activity of the software company. The research is needed to support startup company to guide them in making decisions and avoid choice that could lead a business failure. Most of IT project-based companies are dependent on the project revenue as the source of income. Therefore, the optimal project selection is needed to increase the profitability of the organization. So, what is the purpose of this research? The purpose of this research is to design the tools to pick and choose the suitable IT project for software company, both internally and externally, using multi-criteria decision making. The object of this study is a startup company, especially software house. According to Archibald, Thomas, Bate, and Johnson, startup companies are considered to be an important element in successful economy. There are several tools used in this research. First, DLP, AHP, and factor rating. The DLP method is beneficial when the problem at hand can benefit from collective, subjective judgment or decision and when group dynamics do not allow for effective communication. And the analytical hierarchy process is a theory of measurement through pairwise comparison and relies on the judgment of experts to derive priority scales. In this scales, that measure intangible in relative term. Then, factor rating method, it is used to determine the highest score for each possible project. The method multiplies the value with the weight of each indicators. The advantage of this method, it is most widely used in analytical technique and most popular technique because it is wide variety of factors can be included inside the analysis. This is the several steps that we do in this research. First, the step 1, determine the criteria. To choose the suitable project, it is needed to create the criteria based on the stakeholder perspective. The criteria are gathered from previous research and validated with the stakeholder. The stakeholder in this research is the CEO of the company, the CTO, and the COO. The LP method is used to collect the suitable criteria from the stakeholder. According to Grimm, the LP is suitable for facing collective judgment such as group decision where effective communication is limited. Step 2. Calculate the weight. After the criteria is defined, the next step is to develop the selection method. Analytical hierarchy process is used to select the best portfolio by determining the weight of each criteria. AHP is suitable for multi-criteria decision because it measured through pairwise comparison and relies on the judgment of experts to derive priority scales. Step 3. Calculate the weight and rating. To determine the weight of each criteria is needed to check the consistency of the data. To gain which project there is need to be selected, factor rating is used to calculate the weight and the value given by the stakeholder. And step 4, design the system. After the selection method is developed, the next step is to create the tool for calculate the result. Agile method is used to develop the application. Agile have the ability to rapidly adapt to volatile requirements which the plan-driven approach can accommodate. The unique characteristic of Agile method is the modularity of development process level, the iterative path with short cycle enabling fast verification and correction. This is our design system, sprint planning, and inside daily Scrum meeting, requirement, come to system design and develop and then recycle it until we meet the retrospective meeting. This is the result. After we do some step 1, determine the criteria. There are several criteria for IT project selection, and we take it from another research. Number 1, there are politic issue. Number 2, value opportunity, execution, time pressure, relevant method, resource, risk, management commitment, strategy alignment, social, legal, cost, and the last one is profitability. And we calculate each of the criteria, and this is the result. So the highest weight are costs. Yeah, criteria with the highest weight are costs, and secondly the profitability. Of course, the profitability of the project, and then calculate weight and rating. Yeah, this is the result. Criteria C1 until C10 with the scale 1 to 10 with the higher C1, higher priority, and we have lower C2, lower C3, etc. until higher C10, higher priority. Step 4, within the system, we keep in the product backlog with the estimation description and estimate hour, and then navigate the design. IT project selection app, we choose the criteria, we pick the project and calculate the weight and then display the result. This is the UML example. After login and then verification, open the main menu, choose indicator menu, create indicator and store inside indicator data. And this is the application result. You can add new project to calculate or new project to evaluate. This is the example of the existing project that we already selected. Sistem informasi kepegawaian, sistem reservasi tiket wayang golek, and then sistem penggajian SPP, etc. This is the output of the weight criteria. Yeah, and from this we can conclude that this research tends to guide an IT startup company to taking better decisions by designing the tools to pick and choose the suitable IT project. From the result, we can conclude that in IT project selection, there are 10 criteria that used to prioritize in IT project, namely value or opportunity, difficulty, time pressure, resource, risk, management commitment, strategy alignment, social cost, and profitability. From those 10 criteria, 5 are in higher criteria, higher priority. There are value opportunity, management commitment, strategy alignment, social, and profitability. And the other 5 have lower criteria, higher priority. There are difficulty, time pressure, resource, risk, and cost. Future research can be done to test the instrument and add more specific criteria. Thank you.